If everyone's ready, I'll get started. Based on the way these killings were performed, we're looking for a relatively strong man. The killer overpowers and kills his victims, then manipulates and positions their bodies. All the crimes have occurred indoors, and he's also demonstrated an intimate knowledge of each crime scene by being able to slip in and out numerous times over the course of several days. He's also shown us a high level of dedication and patience. This is what makes him so dangerous. The killer is determined, and he's in no rush to get the job done. Each victim is costumed and posed in an ironic scene or role based on what the killer sees as their true identity. This and removing the victim's eyes are the killer's signatures. Now, the commissioner was his first. The killer was nervous. As you can see, he overdid the restraints. He used 2 nails in each limb instead of 1 like the later victims. The eye sockets were cut too deeply. The lids were damaged and torn. He cut the commissioner's throat and then went to work dressing him like a preacher. Based on the large amount of child pornography found at the commissioner's home, we can only assume the killer transformed him into a man of God. Prostitute was next on the list. Her eyes were also removed, but more cleanly. He costumed her in a Sunday dress, posed her as a ballerina in front of a mirror. Unlike the others, he eased this little lady out with a spike needle, penetrating the victim instead of slashing or strangling. He transformed this call girl into his idea of a lady. The gang member was found deep in his home turf in an abandoned warehouse. The killer dressed him in a junior scout uniform after hanging him by the neck. His eyes were removed, but this time they were removed much more cleanly. The lids were not damaged. The killer is improving and progressing in his technique. He bound and positioned his victims using this heavy gauge wire, and he nailed their limbs down using heavy concrete nails. Why didn't he use simple rope? Why didn't he use more common wood nails? The killer uses these harsh and intimidating materials in order to send some kind of message beyond just demonstrating his cruelty. Using moral judgment, he selects his victims from among people he sees as contributing to the downfall of society. The pedophile commissioner, the prostitute, the hoodlum, they all fit this profile. But the 2 most recent victims, the florist, the lawyer, they're not such a clean fit. There's something about the way these murders connect to the others that the killer hasn't revealed. Like the others, these 2 men were killed violently and then posed as a normal couple in a domestic setting. One changing a light bulb, the other fixing dinner, dressed as the wife, transforming them into a heterosexual couple. The killer's elaborate staging of the bodies also extends to the environment in this crime scene. He actually fixes a complete meal and leaves it displayed out on the table. Gentlemen, our biggest challenge right now is to connect these murders. We do know that the killer sees these people as not deserving to live. And he's not going to stop until his job is finished.
David, can I see you a moment?
Okay, can I take your questions?
Yeah, Chief.
Look,
what age you're racing?
I'm in a world of fucking shit, Holloway.
I'm going to guess
That freak has demolished a certain level of buoyancy that we like to maintain here in the city. Catch my drift?
I do.
The dead punk, just a high-level player in the Cordova cartel. The bandana that they found at the crime scene from the rival gang has caused what? I'll tell you what. There's just a bunch of fucking retaliatory fucking murders in my town. Let's not talk about the prostitute who was providing certain services for public officials. Everybody's fucking panties are in a bunch. Not to mention Commissioner Stanton. Well, that's a good one. The pornography, the fucking child pornography that was found in Commissioner Stanton's basement. And to top it all off, all my fucking cops on the street are freaking out. Everybody's fucked up. Blame will be placed whether you catch this guy or not. It's just a matter of time till the noose tightens.
I understand.
Good. And now, I have to address another mob waiting for me out front. The press. How do I look?
Like a desperate man.
Look who's talking, tough guy. Get back to fucking work.
Okay, people, that's all I've got. Happy hunting.
Contacted the Lord's boss, of course.
Good. Maybe we'll be able to start putting this thing together.